Good morning, YouTube. Today it's snowing, not even December yet. I've already plowed once, used a 2182 with a Haven. I'm really impressed with that machine. Definitely need a set of chains. I have a set of weights to put on it, but I don't have a set of chains. Have the 882 up there. There's my jacket drying out. It's been snowing really hard. Started about 7 o'clock this morning. Going to be in the shop today, going to dismantle an 1862, and decided today that I'm going to film and take off unedited a steering box off an 1862. And after I get that done in a day or two, I'm going to be filming putting a power steering on it. I have a power steering right there that a viewer asked me to put in. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to put you in the stand. We're going to start off on the steering wheel, kind of work our way down. I am going to take the battery tray out and move the wiring and everything off to the side. I still have the grass screen underneath. We're going to be removing it completely. Now, this is an early style Cyclops. It has the same style front end, basically, as an 82 series on it. So the only thing that's going to be a difference compared to the later Cyclopses is the size wrenches you're going to use to take the steering tie rod off. So first thing we're going to do, and I did pre-prepare it, we're going to be taking off the steering wheel. The steering wheel could be a very difficult thing, but usually on a Cyclops, they're not awfully bad. But I'm going to show you complete. I've already had the steering wheel off, lubed it up. We'll see if it comes right back off. But we're going to start right off doing that and work our way down. I hope everyone likes these unedited. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Takes a 15/16 to take this nut off. And that's off. Next thing we're going to take off on the tilt, you have your washer right here. When you're putting these back together, you definitely want that washer on there. There's going to be another bushing underneath here you're going to see. And that bushing just flew off. But I'm going to show you that bushing. That bushing, there's a snap ring right there, and that goes down there. When you put it back together, they have to sandwich all together. And the reason why is just keeps everything straight with your tilt wheel on your rubber here. So we're going to take this snap ring off. We're going to see if that comes off. A lot of times I just use a pair of side cutters on it. And I believe I'm going to do the same thing on this one right here. I'm just going to kind of work it up. And right there it is. Didn't even hurt that snap ring whatsoever. So the first thing I'm going to do, now we're going to work our way down through. I have to get some more WD-40 ordered. I prefer WD-40. Now, that doesn't matter on the snap ring and all that if you have power steering or you have the manual. They're both the same. So I'm going to move you off to the side with a camera and get you focused in there just a little bit differently. And we're going to take this battery tray off. It takes a 1/2 inch right here to take this side shield. Not all machines in the Cyclops series had that. I thought I grabbed the 1/2 inch, but it's 1/2 inch. So that side piece comes right off. Then we're going to switch gears, and I'm going to use a 7/16. And I have to get my adapter. We're going to take that off. In fact, I'm going to do this side here first. I'm going to pull that hardware off. Somebody put one that's 3/8 on there. The head is 3/8, so I'm going to go over, get a 3/8 socket. And actually it'll work out really well. To take the grass screen off right here, it's going to take a 3/8. Okay, I'm going to move that just kind of off to the side right here. We're going to have to take these bolts off right here. But first, before we do that, we're going to drop that grass screen out. I want to make sure that you're in focus. That's one thing unedited. I don't have anybody filming me. I like to make sure that you can see what I'm exactly doing, even though I'm underneath. Now, them are threaded right up, and they have just the regular self-tapping thread on them. And that grass screen is starting to come down. I'm going to go to the other side. And there we go, we're dropped down. You definitely want to have that grass screen. This one here has been zip tied together. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull the cotter pin, and we're going to take the steering tie rod off. Takes a 9/16, and I'm going to have to, and a 1/2 inch to do it on this one here. Now, if you're doing one on a newer Cyclops, I'm pretty sure it's 5/8 and 3/4, but I'm not, it might be 5/8 and 11/16 on that nut right there. We'll do one of these days, and you'll see exactly what size it is. Now we're going to pull that clamp off. And I'm going to try to do it. Is there a nut in there? There we go. We're going to push down on the hydraulics. Try to get it locked on there. I'm going to try to do it without unhooking the hydraulic line. Let me cut that off right there. And then maybe you can see it a little bit better. Take this off. Cut that one off right there, that zip tie. Then we're going to, just going to take a wrench and loosen that up first. Now this clamp right here is the same one that holds the hydraulics on the 82 series when you have your valve right here. Now this is a raw system. I'll put them nuts back on there because I put them on the shelf because actually them clamps, I sell quite a few of them. Now this machine here has never been dismantled. That steering box is actually pretty tight. When you can tell when these steering boxes are really bad, you can usually take this lever portion of the box and you can shake them just like that. Now, I'm gonna get underneath, and it's the same as the regular Cub Cadets. It's gonna take a 9/16. I'm gonna take the bolts right out. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a long extension with a swivel. And a 9/16. I'll show you. One of these. And I'm going to do it right from the back side. I'll move the camera so you can see. We're going to be tucked way down in there, but it's going to be a lot easier. There's one bolt. Now the wiring's right down there for the second one for the neutral safety switch. There we have it loose. I'm gonna move the camera in the front again. Actually, I'm gonna lube up this area right here. And we're gonna pull that box right out through the bottom. You have to pull it out through the bottom here. And then, one thing we're going to do is we have to unhook this right here. I did forget about that. Some of them don't have a full plate in it. This one here does. And I'm going to explain that in just a little bit of detail. This is an early Cyclops. And this one here has this plate all enclosed. The later ones only had a plate that went this way, so you could, on the later ones, you can leave this steering swivel, the CV joint, right on there. This one you can't. I didn't recognize that when I was in there. So we're just going to pull it apart, which is not a big deal. Actually, we might be able to spin that right out with this, like this. I'll get... Not everything is planned on these. And actually, I'm going to have to hold the back side. Now it fell down through so much.
put it up through there like this. We'll get an Allen out. I think it's 5/32, but we'll see. It's 3/16, I believe now. Yep. Let me get a ratchet. This was a little bit unplanned. I'm going to use a 7/16 on the back side. I apologize that I missed this step. Now, right behind this machine, I have a 2182, and once I had to put a dash and a power steering on one of them with a radiator right here. What a job it really was. Let me get a little bit of a motivation speaker here. Give it a little ball peen hammer and see if we can knock it out. Sometimes you're going to have to clean out your toolbox to get these machines apart. They don't always just fall apart. Don't get discouraged. There she came right out. So I just held my mouth right, but right there's your steering box. Actually, I sell quite a few of them, especially in the wintertime. They get moisture in them because this plastic piece busts, and they get water in them and they bust them right in half. So the next time we're going to be doing this, we're going to be putting the power steering back in this machine. Sorry it didn't go as smooth as usual on dismantling it, but this is quite a job. There's no question about it. Something that a lot of dealers do on a daily occurrence. So everyone, thank you so much for watching my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, and we'll see you on the next video.